What things can I make and sell for a great profit in 2022? Today's video, we're going to explore all of that and how you can know whether or not your idea is a good one. So one of the things that I see people stop themselves on is they're afraid of, I don't know if this is going to sell. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't want to spend all of this time looking into something, building it, doing all the things, and then it not work out. The number one thing that I see people mess up on, and the thing that you want to avoid, is you don't start by making a website. You don't start by making a website. You don't start by making your product. That's how you end up spending all of this time and all of this passion to something that is specific to you, and you are a very unique individual, but that doesn't mean that it's going to translate to the masses and something that a business can actually grow and thrive upon. Even if you know people are interested in this or it's a need for them, just like in weight loss, there might be a need for that, but that doesn't mean that they're ready to invest. We all know that dieting works, but that doesn't mean that everyone wants to do it. So you want to make sure that you have something that people are prepared, that the market needs your intake and your advice on that. So what are some really great ideas that I've seen other people do and doing really well? And how did they come to that conclusion and knowing that it was good so you can apply it to any ideas that you have going forward? Now, I want to pause really fast and tell you that if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button. I always try to give really great quality information with take homes that will help you on building your business, staying in a place that feels good and in alignment with you and not in the hustle life. So if you haven't yet, make sure you click that subscribe. Now, the first thing you want to do is start with your market research. That's the first thing to do, and it's what most people completely miss. They think they have this idea and they know that a lot of people want it, so they end up just going for it. But in reality, they don't know that people would even buy for it. So how do you start that market research? Go to Google, see what people are searching for. One really great tip is put in there, let's say you're wanting to do health and wellness. You can put in there how to, even if you already know the answer, you can put in there how to decrease gas and bloating. And put that in there. And then after that, put A. And it'll tell you some more specific things that people have searched for. Or, how to overcome gas and bloating, even if. And then put A in there. Kind of play with the wording on that. And whenever it populates automatically will show you what other people are searching for. That will give you a good idea on how you can niche down, because the important thing is that while there's tons of people doing very similar things to you, if they are not niche down to a specific problem, you will outsell them. Customers will come to you because they'll look at you and say, oh, this person really has exactly what I need. So maybe you're helping people in a certain area, but you're only helping a certain group. Maybe you are helping people in a certain area, but it's only one specific thing. Like maybe with the gas and the bloating, you're only helping them with the microbiology of their gut. Or maybe you're only helping them with diet. Maybe you're only helping them with supplements. Whatever it is that somebody's looking for, you want to be that go-to person, but you have to kind of niche down in order for that to happen. Now, the next thing that I want you to think about is scrolling down to the very bottom of Google search. So if you are searching on Google and you put in something and you don't see really great results, then scroll down to the very bottom, because it will also show you ideas of things that people have thought about doing before that other people have searched for in the past. And that will also give you really great ideas. Now, a little secret here, this is really fantastic for helping you and bringing people to you. So if you're putting your products out there, your free, your paid one, whichever one they are, if people are searching for that and you have these things typed out onto your page, onto your product, on your landing page, whatever it is, and they're searching for that, but it's very niche down, meaning this is a long tail keyword, they'll find you over somebody else because it is so specific to what they need. So that's a really great way to, even in a competitive market, be able to find your edge and know that what you want to do is going to sell. Now, before we get into some real specific ideas that you can build, that maybe there is, I already know from my personal history on doing research, I know where there's a lot of low competition markets that could be utilized. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what it is that you need more of. If you have a specific niche that you want to look into, comment below on it. I'll be happy to do some of the research for you and reach out and give you that information. It's really pretty simple once you've been doing it, but I know a lot of people, it's new to them. So be sure to comment, subscribe, and let's go forth. So some really great ideas that I have seen other people, think about doing. Some of them have not even done it. Some of them have. So there's some of these are totally white canvas. There's not even any competition in there. One of the fantastic things is looking at relationships. So we always want to look at health, wealth, and relationships. It's a pretty well-known thing, pretty well-known part of business that you have to kind of tie it into one of those three things in order to really sell and be able to have that high demand behind it. One area that is in very high need right now is specific for nurses and practitioners. You can help people with end-of-life care. Many family members are, they're really distraught about going through that end-of-life care with their loved ones. And they know that these are the last few moments of their life, but it's still very trying. It's very hard for them. They're afraid that they're going to mess up, the last moments of the relationship that they have with their parent or their grandparent or whomever it is, sometimes even a child, which is horrible to think about. And they will invest in somebody coaching them through that and helping them through the hard times so they can be their best self. They will invest in making sure that they never have to look back on that moment and really look at regret. So you always just want to make sure that you're positioning yourself and showing them what benefit you're giving them in the long run that makes it super important. So that's just one simple idea. Another idea that you can use going forward is helping people in relationships with their children. Maybe it's not even related to health and wellness at all, but you're helping them be able to think about or being able to communicate with their children. That's another one that's really hard because they're only children, they're only in our homes for so long. We want to make sure that we nurture that relationship really well. And being able to be there for them in that specific time is super important. Now, in this idea, just like any other idea that I've looked into, you always want to make sure you're very specific. So maybe you are just helping teenage boy moms, or you're helping teenage girl moms, or you're helping infants or toddlers or whatever it is, and you're helping the parent through that hard time in their relationship. Niche down in that way, and that's how you're going to be able to be found a lot easier whenever people are searching for you. Okay, so here's a few more ideas, and I'm actually going to read them from a list so I can kind of make sure that I hit on all of them because I want to hit a lot of these. I know that there is a high search volume for these, but there is also a low supply there, meaning that there's a high demand. Not very many people are really niching down in this area. So we've already talked about how to save your relationship with your teen before it's too late, or the toddlers and the tantrums. How to be engaged with your children despite working long hours. That's something that is a huge thing right now, and something that many, many, many parents, especially mothers, have a lot of mom guilt on. If you can help them hone in on that, that would be a fantastic niche also. How to connect with your newborn. A lot of people don't actually feel that connection right away, so helping them through that, and they have a lot of guilt about that, and they know that this is a very short time frame and they want to take in everything they can. How to find more energy. Specifically, how to find more energy within a certain time frame. So maybe that's pregnancy. Maybe that is while at work, but think about that in a way that you're really niching it down. How to clean your house faster so you can spend more time with family. If you're tying it back into those relationships, it's always going to sell more. So maybe you're really proficient about things. Maybe you're really great at meditating and teaching people how to meditate. Maybe you're really great at monetizing your blog, but you need to be able to take that to the next level, that you want to be able to sell courses online on stream that you can be able to build in a bigger way. Well, that's another great way to do it. Start teaching other people how to do it. How to get off of soda or sugar, or how to help people with weight loss or with weight gain, or maybe they're having hair loss and they're wanting to regain that. Maybe you're really great in that area. Cheap traveling, copywriting, divorce advice or relationship advice, or saving your marriage. Those are all things that are still in very high need. So I just wanted to give some specific ideas to people and also show you how you niche that down so that you can find it to be very profitable.